I love Melo. I love Carmelo. I've been watching him since he was a rookie in Denver. But you know what? You gotta call a spade a spade. Carmelo has to go like yesterday. Yeah, I said it. I've got 5 reasons why Melo needs to be traded like yesterday. Reason number 1. Carmelo is no longer elite, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, we remember Melo. He could pull up from anywhere. He could post you up. He could play bully ball. But that's not the Carmelo we know today, we know and see today. That's the Carmelo that we used to know. He's not the same Melo. Right now, we can't call him Melo any longer. He's just Carmelo. That's how we got to call him. He's not that Melo anymore. He's not there. And I have some numbers to prove it. Carmelo Anthony this season is averaging 22 points, 22.2 points, 6 total rebounds, and 3.1 assists. That's not elite. And think about this. His field goal percentage is 43% from the field and 35.8% from 3. When have we known Melo to really shoot so poorly from the field like this? You know, his effective field goal percentage is 48%, but other than that, he has nothing going for him. He's not elite anymore. He doesn't do the things that he once used to do. He doesn't jump as high anymore. He doesn't get rebounds like he used to anymore. He's just not elite any longer. And it's time for us to call a spade a spade. He's no longer elite. Teams, when they prepare for the Knicks, they don't really game plan a lot for Carmelo because they already know he's going to run out of gas for himself. So that being said, no longer elite. Reason number 2, Carmelo needs to be traded as soon as possible. Every day that the Knicks don't trade him, his value declines. They have to trade him right now so they can get the most amount of value for the trade. Not only does this benefit the New York Knicks for him to get value, but also benefits Melo as well, because Melo could possibly get traded to a contender and the Knicks could get back some solid pieces that actually want to be in New York. You got to figure this, man. If you don't trade him this year, what are you going to get from Melo? Probably nothing. This year, a lot of teams are trying to stockpile against the Golden State Warriors. They're trying to make the next move. You have teams like Atlanta. You have teams like Cleveland. I'm pretty sure Cleveland wouldn't mind making a trade of Kevin Love for Melo and some other pieces. Or vice versa, you know, Atlanta Hawks trading Millsap for Melo. Those would be possible trades that you could pull off. But the more that you wait, the more that you sit on him, he declines in value, man. It's a really bad investment. It's like buying a brand new sports car. Every year you have the car, it just depreciates. It doesn't appreciate. Melo's not one of those players that appreciates in value. He depreciates. They say Father Time is undefeated, but his play has nothing to do with Father Time. Trust me. Melo's, just like I said before, reason no more, he's not elite, and his value is declining. Every time that the Knicks struggle, every year that they don't make the playoffs, it's just showing you that his value is just going to decrease more and more. Reason number 3, the New York Knicks need to get rid of Melo as soon as possible. I'm telling you, like right away, like not now, but right now. He can't defend. Every time the New York Knicks are playing basketball, who do you see as the last person running back in transition? Melo. Every time an assignment is blown and they're saying, my bad, who is that? Melo. Every time a rotation is missed, and the reason it's missed because somebody didn't switch out in the first rotation, who is it? Melo. Melo cannot defend. The Knicks are playing 4-on-5 on defense every single game. And a lot of the times they find themselves playing better defense when Melo's on the bench. If you haven't noticed, the Knicks make great defensive runs when Melo's sitting down. But when he comes back in the game, the defense gets botched, assignments get missed. Watch a Knicks game. You'll notice a lot of times when they go on great runs because Melo's on the bench. And that's sad. That's unacceptable. The 4th reason why the New York Knicks need to get rid of Melo is because Melo doesn't get in the post like he's supposed to. Carmelo is a big boy. He's 6'8", 240. Nobody can handle him in the post. Only person that I possibly think can possibly handle Melo is LeBron James. And even LeBron don't want none of that. Melo is a bull, but the past couple years, he hasn't gotten the post. Melo takes a ton of jumpers. He'll dribble past a guy, he'll take a jumper. He never really crashes the offensive glass, and he never attacks the basket in the post. If you look at all the greats, Kobe, Jordan, Oscar Robertson, all of them had a great post-up game. Melo has one of the best post-up games of all time, but the only problem is he doesn't use it. You know why? Because he refuses to. And that's why the Knicks got to get rid of him. Why do you have such a great talent and don't use it? That doesn't make any possible sense. Watch his post-ups. He rarely does it. I don't know if the defense overwhelms him or if he's just too tired and winded by the end of the game. He's not going to get in the post. And honestly, he possibly could get 10 plus points per game if he just sat in the post and got the ball. You know, Shaq always says to big men, hey, look, man, you need to just run into the post and show. Run into the post and show. That's all Melo has to do. Run into the post and show. And he'll get easy buckets. But he doesn't realize that because mentally his game is dead and the post game is dead as well. How could you go from having one of the best post-up games in the NBA to never using it? Absolutely makes no sense, and the Knicks need to get rid of him. Even if they don't call your number for a post-up play, just call for the ball down low. You're 6'8", you're 240. Most guys are less than 220 pounds. You could get guys in the post, put a move on them, get to the basket, bully ball, but bully ball's dead. Just like Carmelo's tenure in New York. And my fifth reason that the New York Knicks need to get rid of Carmelo and make a trade as soon as possible is due to the simple fact that Carmelo Anthony lacks passion. I'm not trying to say that he's not a passionate person, but on the court, his game doesn't translate into passion. He doesn't get hyped for a defensive stop. He doesn't really get hyped for a lot of offensive rebounds. He doesn't really get hyped for blocks. He doesn't get hyped to shut down the other team's best player. He doesn't get hyped when he's scoring. He is just a dispassionate person. He doesn't have a lot of passion in the game that he's supposed to love so much. You know, like when the team is losing, he's just chilling. When the team is winning, he's just chilling. He might have one or two little outbursts, but not really. And a lot of people might say, well, that's not him. That's not your style. Just because you're not passionate doesn't mean that you're not into the game, you're not engaged. I understand that. A great person that's like this, Damian Lillard. Damian Lillard, he doesn't get all crazy emotional or doesn't make a lot of noise or rah-rah, but he's into the game. You can see him. He's in the defender. The other day when D'Angelo Russell was elbowing him and talking smack, Lillard got into him. And then after that, Lillard proceeded to go to work and score on him like crazy. But that's not Melo. People get at Melo, he wants to fight you outside. He doesn't want to show it on the court. On the court, he's supposed to be the man. But he can't show you that because his passion is into the game. You could probably tell. He's probably looking at the sidelines, looking at his wife. He's like, man, I can't wait to get home, knock back a Malta, drink, you know what I'm saying? You can just see that his mind is in other places, man. And the passion that he lacks on the court is hurting his team. I think if the Knicks saw a passionate Melo, like he used to be in Denver, like how he first was when he came to New York earlier, just a passionate guy, bully ball, screaming all the time. That time when he came back to Denver, he passed to his chest, I'm back. If they saw that kind of Melo, then he could stay. But he doesn't bring any passion, he has to go. And if your leader doesn't have passion, come on, man. You think these little bench guys going to have passion? You think Courtney Lee is going to be the rah-rah guy or show a lot of emotion if Carmelo's not even passionate about anything? Come on, cut it out. Melo has to go. Melo has to get traded as soon as possible, all right? Don't think I'm hating on Melo. That's my boy. I'm the first to say I like Melo. I'm the first to say that at his prime, he was elite. He could contend with any of the guys. But right now, we got to call a spade a spade. Melo has to go. This is Vlad from Hoops Junction, Hoops Meets Hoopla. Peace.